I'm going to complete the first set, 3 quick poems. They go from the abstract to the particular somewhat. The first one's called European Depression. Within the tightness of the muscled bird, dreams arise unbidden. You lament the cursed chemistry of distance, would walk out mountains carrying evidence of soul, onus of honest evaluation subtracted from the score. You try again, leaning from a branch. Leaves wave goodbye. The nest is empty. Your mother is dread. And they play Schoenberg. The bleak soprano cries, crimps white air to gray afterthought, gnarled marble. Droplets of smoky crystal coagulate in a smooth passing of hands about to touch. Touch. Recessive early. Windows blown out, air thinly sprung. Your mother is dread, and they play Schoenberg while orchids lick their tongues and bees dive kamikaze into pink-throated carillons. Dancers, tight trousers, stretch. Reach toward that inaccessible spot where rainbows meet. Convection. They're just regular guys, really. If not in the eye, certainly heartfelt beyond hourglass clicking. The stand man, the required love used before your soul to keep, if not here, certainly somewhere amid the plash of Deccan, the zipper discount, the elevated my way to your heart as frisky demons chortle, already know in Act 3, trouble in developmental sections. A man with high-powered scope, and so, at any which time Daddy Warbuck's gone to the trouble, check ammunition, gonna be some revelry. The carnival, the saddest spot on earth, and Christmas, the cruelest day. Okay, carnivores descend. Mock ceremonies, declothe the innocent, scatter the semen, lock the refrigerator, knock the system, amuse the pubes, titillate with tissue-wrapped candies. Select your executioner, cause they're gonna zap us all. Not unkindly, just nothing else to do. Help! Police! Last one. About 1968, I did a collage, 36 different pictures of cops beating up on people from 36 different countries. So you know what the problem is, guys and ladies. Major cutbacks in police. Operations inactive, slashes in blue bulge. They wrestle in sleep with Negro tools of unspeakable length, gripping the teeth gritted, unbreakable clubs for warmth. They would protect with steel-tracted soft-toothed severity, soft ones, from unofficial molestation. Or they march in quirkish step in some flag parade or other, glaring to the side, looking for enemies within their own class. They are expert at pitch, cut-edge, nerve damage. They allow you one call down a hollow hole to somewhere green and pleasant they know can't answer. Got you in a birdcage where they twist your wings backwards until the thin bones snap. And there is no Eisenstein on Odessa steps to record this atrocity. These thick blue bodies have heavy fists, crushing elbows, and brutally thrusts. Are kings in their castles, lords in their streets. But the same thick blue bodies were once sprawled of pain fear over their mother's own hairbrush knees. This nutcracker determination was nurtured by their own tears. How perfectly punitive they are now. Astonishing the transition from their ruler-scarred knuckles to your kidney chop, rabbit punch, stab on the back of the head. This blue army lumbers out of the garrison, itching for action, hungry with the victor invasions of young punks, arrogant minorities, witless drunks, and you. Thank you.
I'd like to speak out in favor of censorship. Because do we really want this kind of filth being inflicted upon our children? This is from a book in Jack's house, The Real Mother Goose. This one's called Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh, my pretty cock. Oh, my handsome cock. I pray you do not crow before day, and your comb shall be made of the very beaten gold, and your wings of the silver so gray. And then this one. Little Pussy. I like little Pussy, her coat is so warm. And if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail, nor drive her away, but Pussy and I very gently will play. We need censorship. Paul Sincata will announce what's happening on the other side of the river tomorrow night in the way of poetry, and then we're going to have a break while the musicians get into their things.
My name is Craig Ellis. You can't. Can we get some more sound on this? Hello, hello. You know what I'd like to do? Get more sound?
No, hold it. Okay. All right?
Hello? Is that better? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Good. My name is Craig Ellis. Nancy Garrett. I want to thank Jack, and Joe, and Susan for participating tonight, and I want to thank Jack for helping to put this together. I want to say some words about the event. This is a fundraiser and a consciousness raiser for Amnesty International, but the specific focus is the Czech jazz section. I think there's some misunderstanding. These people are indeed members of the Czech Musicians Union, but the jazz section is not simply a group of musicians. It is a cultural group in Czechoslovakia made up of poets, musicians, painters, sami-stock writers. Essentially, these people were busted for unauthorized publication and production of concerts. In other words, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, stuff we take for granted. Although we've meet some boys out there, we should not take these things for granted. The 60s have been getting a lot of bad press recently, from Norman Podhoretz and a lot of self-appointed guardians of culture, characterized as self-indulgent, vulgar, politically deluded, and violent. All those things were true. A lot of us remember, though, very vividly, that those were days when all things seemed possible. There was a time when we believed, stupidly maybe, we believed we might change the world. There were the great civil rights and war marches, of course. The human beings, the flowering in the arts in general. Chicago Convention, Paris Barricades, reawakening of feminism, the emergence of gay rights. Essentially all the evidence of a great heave toward freedom. And that's basically, I think, where these people are rooted. You may remember in the 60s a time called Prague Spring. There's a great flowering there, culturally and politically. Allen Ginsberg was crowned King of the May. He was promptly expelled, and not long after the tanks rolled through Prague and brought winter again. This happens over and over everywhere. And as Frank Zappa said, it can happen here. There are on every table, and some more over here, models for an urgent action letter to the Czech government to demand freedom for the 5 convicted, or 5 imprisoned, 7 convicted, 5 imprisoned members of the jazz section. Please take the time take one home, just type up a brief note, complete instructions, how to address, who to send them to, everything. It's easy. And while you're at it, stop at this table over here, take some of Amnesty's literature. It's an important outfit. That's all I have to say about that.